Hey, this is Marc Goldberg from Marc Vlogs Watches, and today we're going to bang up a watch. But before we get into the meat and potatoes of this video, let's get the quick fist watch check out of the way. And today, I am wearing the Polar Explorer 42 millimeters Rolex. Okay. In the next sequence, I'm going to show you two watches, a Citizen and a Bulova. But after filming that little sequence, I decided to shoot only the Citizen. We're going to save the Bulova for another day. I would like to thank Robert Padilla, for a longtime fan of the channel, for sending me these two watches to shoot. Today we shoot the Citizen. It was an interesting exercise, and we'll take a look and see how that all went. That's the first thing. Second thing is, I would like you please to send me watches, but if you send me watches, make sure they're working, particularly if they're quartz. So otherwise don't send them. And because I think it's more interesting to shoot a watch where you can, kind of like show it ticking. Let's talk briefly about guns and shooting up, personal property like watches. First of all, I've decided in these videos, I'm not going to show the firearm because I don't want to glorify guns. This isn't about guns. I don't want to glorify them. I don't want to criticize them. Obviously, I own one. But I assure you, I am, I'm not a hunter, I'm not a militia guy, I'm just a guy who likes to plink. I live in the country, and every 2 or 3 years I might plink at a can. That's about it. So if you're a hunter, I don't object. If you are a gun nut, well, I am not among you. I am a rational gun owner, but that's not the conversation I guess I'm trying to say is what I don't want to have here. I consider myself more than anything else a pacifist who likes to shoot at the occasional can, and in this case it's going to be watches. So that's the first thing. The second thing is relating to shooting up of watches. Guys, I want to apologize to those of you who find it wasteful. We're just trying to have a little bit of fun here. These are watches which are going to be shot that are sent to me by people who no longer want them and want to see them live on in posterity. So, if I was shooting this watch, I would stick it up on video and you would be able to enjoy it for years to come. I'm not going to shoot this one, but if you have a Rolex, if you have a Bulova, if you have an Oris, if you have an Omega, if you have something you would like me to shoot, I will be putting the address for you to send your watch to up on the screen here, and it'll also be in the description. And I assure you I will shoot it. You can send me a Rolex, and I'm going to shoot it. I am not selling it. I'm shooting it. Anyway, I hope you enjoy the silly little footage. It's just for fun, and, see you soon. Well, it seems fitting to me that we are going to take a look at these guys on the recycling bin, because we are about to recycle both of them. Here we have the Citizen Quartz. The bezel is fixed. The case back, I'm not even sure it's proper stainless steel. It might be some kind of base metal. But nonetheless, we do have a previously working quartz here. These are actually not pushers. So the what we would have had there would have been a second hand and a date. Oh no, it's a date. Excuse me. Small second hand there. I don't know if any of that stuff ever actually worked. It's made to look like a chronograph, but it's not. Speaking of which, same thing here with this Armatron, which has all sorts of subdials and functions, but is quartz and is not functioning. This guy's heavy. This is a heavy watch. Now, it's a pretty new watch, guys. It features stickers. Those of you who like to buy your watch complete with box papers and stickers. And not only that, but it still has the hang tag, which doubles as a price tag of $75. Now, I would like to apologize in advance for shooting something that might work if it had a battery in it, but Robert sent it to me to be shot, and I'm under the complete assumption that this watch won't work. So, forgive me for shooting a watch that's hideous in a way, but some people might find it kind of attractive, and I'll be honest, I don't completely hate the alternately brushed and polished surfaces of the bracelet, and it's a meaty, beefy thing. Sorry guys, both of you have to die today. Well, I'm going to say it was wind velocity. My sights were off. The sun was in my eyes. Glare. But yeah, took a lot of shots to finally kill this thing. But I think we got some good footage here, and I hope you enjoyed killing a Citizen watch. Well, guys, here we're having a look at the aftermath, and I have to say I do like these 22 short target pistols because, or rounds, because they, you know, it's a very low velocity, kind of a weak bullet, which is good for shooting this kind of stuff because there's not too much smithereens. The hands are gone. Here's what's left of the movement. And you can see I hit it in the movement because that's bowed or nippled out. Here's where we went in, we penetrated the glass, knocked the minute track right off. There is the dial, and you can see that I didn't even, in this case, we didn't even actually fully penetrate the dial, and let alone the case back. So I recommend you don't use these rounds for anything other than target shooting, which is their intended purpose, but because I think if you tried to shoot like a wasp nest or something, you would just annoy the wasps. However, we have here a nicely shot Citizen's watch. I'd like to thank Robert Padilla for sending it in. And hey, see you in the next round of target practice. This is Marc Goldberg.
Paint the sky your favorite.